Hello everyone, welcome back to Mario Maker 2, where today we are going to check out 5 levels from one of the spookiest creators I have ever come across. I usually play this creator's levels around Halloween time. This year is going to be no different. This is Zycou. If you've never checked out any of their levels, I highly encourage you to do so. They are really cool. This is the first level that caught my eye, the Teacher of Your Nightmare. Looks like they're celebrating the beginning of the school year, September 2nd. Pretty well the beginning of the year. Let's see how this goes. As a teacher, hopefully I'm not too offended by this level. God, why does school have to have this creepy vibe? Alright, let's grab the key, let's go on inside. The custom music is really cool too. 2 plus 2 equals potato. Alright, is that our math class? What class do we have next? Or do you want me to actually answer it? Well, I'm just gonna say here the answer is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bet y'all didn't know that, did you? Oh, you want me to actually pick the pipe with the answer? Ah, interesting. I wonder what would happen if I chose incorrectly. Maybe I should investigate if there's another one like that. This is probably how it feels going to school sometimes. Feels like you're upside down, you have no idea what's going on. Where's the door? Oh, there it is on the right side. 7... Is that 7 or 70? Plus 1? Minus 4? Times 2? Are we using bed mass? This is hurting my brain. Okay. Well, the numbers are all over the place. How do I know what the question is? This is probably how it feels to be in math class. I mean, not for me. I always love math, but... Now, that's an easy one there. That one we can do. This is like Mario Teaches Math. Wasn't that a game for the, like... I want to say Super Nintendo, or maybe regular Nintendo? Can't remember now. Okay, I want to see what happens if I guess incorrectly. Wrong! Okay, so the whole purpose is you're supposed to get them right. Alright, so let's go ahead and answer correctly this time. Please let me in. Thank you. There's so much going on. This is so chaotic. I can't even keep track of what's happening here. Okay, well, at least now I can grab the key coin. Did I miss one somewhere? Not entirely sure. Okay, we're getting into our multiplication now. I know math. 2 times 2 is potato. 20 out of 20! Thanks, Mario. Mario would make a great teacher. I really wish they'd bring back some of those, like, educational style games. Especially, for example, like, I mean, there are the Mario ones. What does that say? It was just The first day. Yeah, they have all of those educational games that used to be out. Like, especially Mario ones. There are a couple of, like, Elmo ones on the N64, which honestly are not very good at all, but just that kind of style of game. Like, does that even exist anymore? I don't know if I can do anything with these guys. So I think I threw one in every gap. But I don't think anything is happening, is it? That's okay, we'll just go back. We'll finish the level. Yeah, I mean, again, it had a very nice kind of... I really like the custom music, sort of like creepy vibe of it. That was really cool. I mean, Zycou never goes wrong. These levels are always really awesome. Alright, so it looks like our last three levels we're going to check out are a trilogy called The Church of Horror and Time. Once the scene of a cruel wedding, now a church of... I missed the last word of that description, but that's okay. Oh, it's a spooky, rainy night. And we are going to be entering the Church of Horrors. Alright, let's do this. Like, how do you get the music to sound that good in this game? I don't understand. I've seen people make music levels that are like, they're obviously really good, but there's something about these levels that is just like super unique and really cool. Where do you think I go? Let's follow the light. Oh, there's a door here. Like, I don't know anything about music levels in general in Mario Maker. How do you get all of these custom sounds? Like, when you make custom music, is there, like, instruments or something like that? Like, can you pick the instrument that is being played? Can you pick... I mean, obviously you can pick the notes somehow, but I don't know how. I'm very curious about the whole process. Because it's very interesting to me. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what this level is supposed to be doing, though. Like, is it just supposed to be a creepy vibe, or is there supposed to be something else going on? Although, maybe if I read the description, I would have a better idea. Well, that was just plain rude. So is this what? Now that I've died, am I like going back to the past now? Yep, I had a feeling. Ah, the good old days. Back when there were happier times in the church. But now evil has overrun the church. Aw, they're getting married. Well, so much for that. That was perhaps the shortest lasting marriage of all time. Shorter than any of Britney Spears' marriages. Okay. Like, what are these sound effects? They're nothing that I've ever heard in, like, a Mario game before. I'm very curious how this all works. Hey, we got the one-up. Alright, fair enough. I was a little confused about the story, but still, I appreciate all of the custom elements in these levels. They give them a very nice touch. Alright, the Church of Horror in Time 2, a once burnt cabin. You can hear footsteps echoing, searching for a lost love. Is there gonna be another red wedding, like in the previous level? I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna take you back to the past. Does anybody watch Angry Video Game Nerd anymore? I still do. I still watch all of his new videos. I still think they're pretty entertaining. Aw, it's a true love story. What's gonna happen to them? Let's find out. Okay, so we got Big Boy Goomba, or Goombrat, or whatever they're called. Now. What happened now? Are they gonna break up? There we go. Oh my god, where's my key? Where's Mikey? Oh boy, do we have another cutscene here? I was so distracted by what the mole was doing that I wasn't paying attention there for a sec. Okay, back to the past. So now what? We still got the mole there, but... Uh-oh. Looks like there's some kind of turmoil going on. Now. Well, gosh darn it. Alright, now we should be able to enter the door. I just want to go back to happier times. Back when the Goombrat and the mole were happy with one another. Well, that was rude. Alright, I guess that was supposed to happen. Okay, so there's the Koopa and the mole. You know, there's a little bit of separation between them, but... Wow, the Goombrat just totally took over there. Totally usurped the Koopa's position. Alright, fair enough. I'm very curious to hear how this, or to see how this trilogy is gonna wrap up. Alright, here is our final level, the Church of Horror in Time 3. All prisoners of time. Why do clocks always chime? Yet we left this church. Seems very cryptic. Very cryptic messaging. If there's ever a Mario Maker 3, what is some features that you would like to see in Mario Maker 3? I think it's really cool that people make like custom music levels. Would like some better developed music tools be pretty cool? I think that would be pretty neat for people that are musically inclined. That'd be one really cool feature, I think. I don't know what I'd want to see in a Mario Maker 3. Less dark levels, I would say. Although, that being said, like in these levels, for example, the dark effect is being put to pretty good use, I would say. The clock sound effect is pretty good too. Alright, the next room. My god, these halls are claustrophobic. Where's the darn key? I guess it's to the left up here. Oh my god. Are we gonna have another story play out here? Well, let's see what's coming next. I feel like for a lot of these levels, I'm very curious to see like the sort of, I guess, like storyboard of how these levels come to be. And just like what the thinking is behind some of the design choices behind them, or like the story elements behind them. Because I mean, like, I feel like I can kind of understand what is going on some of the time, but I feel like some of the time too, it's like open to interpretation, which is not really my thing. Oh my gosh, I forgot there wasn't a ledge there. Alright, so I assume there's going to be something, maybe a fireball, that activates the bomb down there that's going to flip the switch? Maybe? I don't know. Looks like there's a fireball with that Goombrat that's flying around too. There it is. Oh, no, never mind. It was not low enough. Oh my god. There we go. Felt like I waited forever for that. Could have been maybe a little bit shorter in my opinion, but that's alright. The reality is... What does that say? You... You what? You never... You're really keeping me in suspense here. You never left. This... church. Alright. Yeah, so again, I'm very curious to know like what a lot of the ideas are behind these levels, because I know there's a lot of thought that goes into it. They're really well designed. They have really cool elements. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff that this creator is making. And like I said, I always enjoy checking their levels out, especially around Halloween time. I gotta say though, the teacher one was probably my favorite, because that one was like the most straightforward out of all of them. But let me know what you think about these levels in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I'm just gonna throw up the creator's maker code there, if anybody's curious and they want to check them out. But that's going to do it for today. Until next time, have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.